Dream having on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network, and we also welcome those of you streaming our game on YouTube on the Coastal Broadcasting Network. Happy to be with you this evening. Jeff Boggs along with Luke Plaisance back at the studio, producing, engineering tonight's coverage of South Lafourche Lady Tarpon basketball. Again, in the earlier JV game, 33-12 the final. Lady Tarpons pick up a victory. Tonight, it'll be the Lady Tarpons looking to improve to 6-0 early on the season, dominating most of the first 5 games that they have played. Mount Carmel Cubs gave them a bit of a struggle the other night, but that's really been the only close game of the season. Franklin comes in 1-2. They too were dominated in their first 2 games, but did come off a victory against Patterson, somewhat of a regional rival here, although they're in different districts, different classifications. Again, they were able to beat Patterson the other night in a closer game. But after having been dominated in their first 2 games, they finally came away, did Franklin, with a victory the other night against Patterson. So tonight, our coverage brought to you in part by State Bank and Trust Company, Barry and Jessica Ogeron, Rev, the official internet provider for KLEB streaming, Ashley Barrios State Farm in Cutoff, South Lafourche Bank, your true hometown bank since 1967, Thibodeau Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. Lafourche Parish Fire District number 3, reminding you smoke detectors save lives. Install yours today. Stay safe. Plan smart. Terrio Duane Terrio Insurance, they make insurance easy since 1957. Performance Automotive and Accessories, mechanical repairs and maintenance to lifts and accessories. Joe's Septic Contractors, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. Advanced Eye Institute, make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chassaw. And Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. In fact, our starting lineups brought to us by Lady of the Sea General Hospital. And let's take a look first at the visiting Lady Tarpons. Again, coached by Kathy Luke. Starting lineup tonight, Cammie Pete, sophomore. Kinsley Terrebonne, a freshman. Elias Savoie, a sophomore. Nyla Lyons, a 5'10 junior. And Claire Rebstock, 5'7 senior center. And for the Lady Hornets of Franklin, their starters, and unfortunately I don't have classifications, but Carmen Lopez, Haley Miller, Kanaja Washington, Tenyon Robinson, and Jayla Howard, the starters for the Franklin Lady Hornets, again coming in at 1-2. Lady Tarpons 5-0. They have left us with just about 50 seconds left before we tip this one off. Just about on time. Scheduled start was at 6:30. I've got 6:31 right now. But again, the tip-off coming up, brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. Banking you can count on. Member FDs. Hopefully we don't have any injury timeouts tonight, but they are brought to us by Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing you the latest and best technology in the region. Lady Tarpons in their road blue uniforms, just about solid blue with little lighter blue trim. Lady Hornets in their white home uniforms, some burgundy trim, burgundy and gold numerals. And again, here at Franklin High, we're across from the scores table. Those of you watching on YouTube can see that. But we'll call it as if when we talk about the near side, our side where we're sitting here, not necessarily where the players are, the benches are, and the scores table. So again, they have frozen that clock there, and now we've put up the 8-minute mark. And we are just about ready to bring these players to the center circle. Again, we're looking at, I believe, Claire Rebstock handles the center duties for the Lady Tarpons. As the two starters come on out here. Of course, I could see Lyons coming into the tip-off zone, and indeed, she is handling those duties, listed as 5'10", a junior. She'll tip things off against Jayla Howard for the Lady Hornets. South Lafourche will shoot to our right as we see it in this first half. Obviously, the Lady Hornets the other way. Then they switch sides in the second half. 8-minute quarters here in the varsity game, and we are just about ready to toss it up. And it is controlled by the Lady Tarpons. Savoie, the sophomore, got the tip. And now South Lafourche works it on the perimeter, right side toward the corner. Bringing it up between the circles. That's Terrebonne. And Kinsley has a pass that goes a little errant. And it's going to be controlled by South Lafourche. In fact, foul already called against Franklin. Did not catch the number of that player. But South Lafourche with the basketball. Working between the circle now is Terrebonne. Terrebonne goes left side, gets it back in the far corner, works it along the baseline, tried to penetrate, could not. Now she brings it way back outside near the center circle. Right side, no, the near corner, a travel called against Pete. Cammie, the sophomore, saw her quite a bit in the JV game. Lady Hornets bring it in. That's number 10, Lopez, who had brought it up, shot up. That one is Brown. I'm sorry, that's number 15, Kenyon Robinson. Looked a lot like Brown from the JV game. Right now, though, Lopez goes right side. And now stolen by South Lafourche. Lady Tarpons control. That's Savoie. She gives it back to Terrebonne. Now Savoie for three, good. I believe it was a three. Indeed, that is the case. South Lafourche, an early lead, 3-0, about a minute and a half gone in this opening quarter. Back the other way, Lady Hornets, far corner, now driving the baseline. Pass interrupted, and now, well, they're going to call a travel on the Lady Hornets. South Lafourche getting the ball back. Nope. Never mind. He pointed in that direction, but it is Lady Hornets basketball. Seemed where he was pointing is where the ball was going. In the meantime, back with the basketball. Robinson for the Lady Hornets. Trailing by 3. Getting it off to Lopez. Lopez brings it right to the key. Puts it up. No good off the back iron. Nice rebound, but a travel called. Jayla Howard, and now she is on the floor in some pain. Fortunately, an injury break in the action brought to us by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center. And she is in some pain. She is finally lifting herself up off the floor. She'll have to at least take a break here. 6:08 to go, 3-0. Lady Tarpons on top. Now she is walking off the court and checking in. Is that number 4, I believe? Yeah. That is Anya Alexis. Saw her a little bit in the JV game. 6:08 as we come out of the timeout. South Lafourche going the distance left to right. As again we see it. Bringing it across. Terrebonne and off to the right side now, back underneath, stolen, and back the other way. The Hornets put it up, no good on the shot by Robinson. But they will have a couple of opportunities at the free throw line. Kenyon Robinson will shoot 2. 5:53 to go in the opening period. First of two is up, well short. So we'll wait the second of two. 5:53 again to go here in the opening period. Second shot coming is up, and again a little short. At least that one hit the iron. And it's South Lafourche basketball. Right side to Pete. The sophomore tries to penetrate, but puts it back outside instead. Kinsley Terrebonne back to the right side to Pete. And back to Terrebonne between the circles, far side. Leap and leaner inside, little 15-14 footer, no good. Back the other way with 5:28 to go. In first period action, 3-0, South Lafourche. Terrebonne with the three-point bucket. Working away, and now we've got a whistle, seemingly away from the basketball. But a foul coming up. This one against Alexis. Her first, the team's second. And the Lady Tarpons with the basketball, 5:18 to go. First period, of course. Working it around. Savoie between the circles, kicks it right side into the corner now. That's Pete. And now she has it knocked out of bounds. Not a lot of room in the out-of-bounds area along the sides. I'm not sure if there's padding on this side. I certainly hope so, but apparently not. On the other side, the benches have a little opportunity to protect a player if someone should get forced in that direction. But anyway, back to the action. Lady Tarpons shot up, no good by Savoie. And a travel on the rebound. South Lafourche will get it back. 4:53 to go in this first period. And now Coach Luke wants to make a change here. Checking out of the game is Rebstock. And into the ball game, Courtney Duet. We saw her a little bit in the JV game. Between the circles, South Lafourche back to the left side on the wing. Savoie now back on top. Terrebonne for three is up off the glass and good. Her second tray of the night. 4:33 and ticking here in the opening period. 6-0. South Lafourche on top. Working around the perimeter. Pass deflected and jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Franklin. Checking back, or checking in for the Tarpons is number 3. That's Caroline Emel, a junior. And, boy, that had to be a jump ball, or double. Yeah. So it'll be blue ball. Yeah, I was going to say. South Lafourche. It was a nice effort by the Lady Hornet, though, trying to take that ball. Anyway, Savoie underneath puts it up. No good. Lyons, excuse me, that was who went up. Fell a little short, not out of bounds now. And the Lady Hornets will control. Just about halfway through this first period. 6-0, Lady Tarpons. Pass to the far side, Robinson. Robinson now works it toward the top of the key, puts in a 3. Her first bucket, the game's first bucket for Franklin, and it's 6-3. South Lafourche quickly back the other way. Now they bring it back on top to Terrebonne to reset the offense. She goes left side to Savoie. Savoie now back on top to Terrebonne. Terrebonne right side on the wing to Duet. Duet into the quarter, Savoie. Savoie looking, now brings it back to Terrebonne. Terrebonne back to the left side, gets it back to on top from Emel. Caroline Emel looking for a pass along the baseline as she cut across, but a three-pointer up and good by Terrebonne. Her third of this period and game, of course. 9-3, South Lafourche on top. All the scoring, 3-point buckets by both teams. And if you like a little basketball symmetry, 3 minutes remaining in the period. Just about. We got another whistle, foul coming up. This one on, I believe, 14, is that the number I saw? Make sure she's on the floor before I call it. It may have been 15. I'm going to run with Savoie. Maybe it was 15 that was put up there. 2 fouls by Franklin. 2 now by South Lafourche. And a timeout taken. 3:02 to go. Let's take a 30-second timeout. 9-3, South Lafourche on top here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Welcome you back here at Franklin High School, 9-3. South Lafourche Lady Tarpons on top. Varsity action now after the JV won earlier this evening, dominating 33-12. Here it's 9-3. 3:02 to go in the opening period coming out of the timeout. Franklin to get the ball out of the timeout. Bringing it in is Lopez, Carmen Lopez. She brings it in to Robinson, who has the only bucket of the ball game for Franklin. 3-pointer as well. And she goes off toward the right side, passes it back to Lopez. Lopez on top, gives it left side on the key. That was to Miller. Miller gets it back to Lopez, and she loses it. And it'll be South Lafourche basketball. Email lays it up, no good after stealing it. And now a foul on the putback, or the attempted putback. And it'll be heading to the line. Lions. Nyla, 5'10" junior. First of 2 is up, and no good. First attempt at the free throw line for South Lafourche. 2:36 to go. And again, 9-3 the score. Second shot, rims no good. I thought that was going to fall in, but not to be. 2.5 minutes left to go in the opening period. 9-3. Lady Hornets back to our left. Along the baseline, shot up no good by Robinson. Back the other way, South Lafourche. Pushing it ahead, right side. Email trying to go along the baseline. Passes it instead. Nice bounce pass, but unfortunately Duet could not convert. Now a 3-pointer up again by Terrebonne, who's got all 9 points. Did not fall, but she got it back. Now working around the far side. Duet inside pass, couldn't convert. Franklin comes away with it. Lopez puts it up in some turbulence. And it is going to be a jump ball now. But a heck of an effort by Lopez. With 1:49 to go, I believe they will get the ball back. Howard bring it in. Actually, no, that's Brown. We saw her in the JV game. And now after getting it in, Lopez outside. I believe that was just a 2. She was near the 3-point line, but just a 2, 9-5. South Lafourche still on top. They've got the ball back quickly the other way. Terrebonne on top, kicks it right side. Got it off to Savoie, gets it back left side to Duet. Then Duet back to Terrebonne to Savoie, right side, 3-point attempt up, and good. Her first bucket of the ball game. And it is 12-5 with 1:08 to go in the opening period. And a steal. This will be Savoie. Takes it up off the glass, no good, but she is fouled. And she'll be going to the line to shoot 2. The foul against Franklin, I believe again that was 13. But again, the officials, because we're opposite the scorer's table, kind of tough to see the officials call that, and they're not putting it up on the scoreboard. 4 fouls, though. And the first free throw up by Savoie, no good. And she'll get a second shot here with 1:02 left in this period. Second shot is coming. Southpaw puts it up, hits the front of the iron, but rolls forward for the point. She hits 1 of 2, under a minute to go. Right side for the Lady Hornets, 50 seconds to go, and struggling to get it back again, a jump ball. Nice hustle indeed by Lions underneath, forcing that jump ball. 46 seconds left. Lady Tarpons with the basketball in the lead, 13-5. Right side, Savoie bounces it inside the Lions. Lions will have to go back outside to Savoie. To Terrebonne on top, resets the offense. Left side to Emel on top, Savoie. Savoie now goes along the baseline, passes it to Duet. Unfortunately, could not convert on the shot attempt, and it's going to be Franklin basketball with 23.5 seconds to go in this opening period. 13-5, South Lafourche. Across the timeline, finally, in a big hurry here, trying to finish the period. Steal underneath. Emel comes away with a steal, gets it ahead to Lions. Lions goes up off the glass, no good. Rebound Franklin, 2 seconds left. But they waste a little time, and they don't even get it across the timeline as time expires in this opening period. 13-5, South Lafourche on top. Second period coming up right after these on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Back. And we welcome you back here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network, Coastal Broadcasting Network on YouTube. Happy to have you with us from Franklin High School. Lady Tarpons having won the JV game 33-12. The varsity is going as well so far for the Lady Tarpons, up 13-5 as we begin this second period. Possession arrow going to give the ball to South Lafourche to begin this second period. Again, 8-minute period coming up as South Lafourche works it to our right into the corner. Emel back outside. Terrebonne on top. Left side to Duet. Duet into the corner. But they get it back to Terrebonne. Back between the circles. Left side to Rogers, the sophomore. Saw her quite a bit in the JV game. And now working it back to Terrebonne in the middle. Launches a long three-pointer. That one no good. Rebound Franklin. Nice effort by Washington for Franklin. Back the other way. Underneath they find Lopez all alone. She has 4 tonight. 2 buckets in the ball game. 13-7. 7:18 to go here in this second period. Working it around the perimeter. South Lafourche. Rogers kicks it across to Duet. Duet steps up. 12-footer near the baseline. No good. Back the other way. Almost a traveling call there on Franklin, but a good job by Washington remembering where she was. Right side on the wing. Lopez works it back toward the top. Now works it back toward the wing. I really appreciate the effort there. It looks like she has tucked her braids under her jersey so we can actually see her number. Back near wing with the basketball. Miller gets it underneath, but unfortunately Washington couldn't handle it. Back the other way for the Lady Tarpons. And Terrebonne is going to get called. I believe she's going to get called for a charge. And that is the case. Her first, the team's first in this period. And it's back the other way for the Hornets. And you'll forgive me if I drop the lady in front of either the Hornets or Tarpons, but that's going to happen. But the Lady Hornets with the basketball, and just inside the arc, no good on the shot by Robinson. It goes out of bounds. Nope. Calling foul, and apparently it's going to be a shooting foul. And Brown will handle the duties. At least I'm pretty sure that's Brown. Again, the braids covering the number. 6:10 left. Shot is up and good. That indeed is Miss Brown. So the first of two is good. 13-8. Franklin climbing back. This would be a big one. Second shot on the way is up and no good. Rimmed a little bit, but out. Excuse me. Just about 6 minutes left. South Lafourche back the other way. Three launched by Emel, no good. Nice job by Rogers, though, on the rebound. Terrebonne between the circles. Bounces it in, trying to get at the Lions, but unfortunately she could not handle it. And it's Franklin basketball. In front of the South Lafourche bench. Almost lost it. Now they lose a steal. Lions comes away with it. Ahead to Terrebonne, lays it up. No good, but a foul. So again, heading to the free throw line will be Terrebonne. Her first trip there. South Lafourche was 1 of 4 at the free throw line in the first period. First shot up by Terrebonne, no good. Kinsley with 9 points, though, three-point buckets in the first period. 5:30 left, though, here in the second period. Checking out of the game is Washington for the Hornets. Checking back in, Howard. Shot is up and good. She makes one of the two. Got the back end. 10-point night now for Terrebonne. 5:25 to go. Not sure, they haven't put that up on the scoreboard. Hope wasn't incorrect in that they gave her that point. Certainly made the basket. Okay, they have made that correction on the scoreboard. 14-8. Hornets with the basketball, in trouble. Nice pressure by Emel, and now, though, a foul coming up. Emel got it ahead to Rogers, but apparently a foul by the Hornets. Did not see a number called, but South Lafourche with the basketball. They bring it in on the near side here as we see it. Terrebonne on top, bounces it to Duet left side. Back to Terrebonne on top. Terrebonne right side to Rogers. Rogers inside the Lions. And now Emel back again the baseline. Passed it off to Duet. Now it'll back to near the center circle as they reset the offense. Emel on top to Terrebonne. Terrebonne right side to Rogers on the wing, and she is held. No doubt about that one. Brown picks up the foul. 3 personals in this period. So we've got a score. Not a score yet, just about to begin. Area team, Jeanneret, in the semifinals of the state football playoffs up in Haynesville. Thought I was going to see a score there, but it's just a reminder, it's just about to begin. 4:48 to go here in the first half. 14-8. South Lafourche on top. We'll take a 30-second timeout, a timeout on the floor. Once again, back in 30 seconds on the Tarpon Radio Network. And it's Lady Hornets basketball. 14-8, they lead it. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. And on the far side is Miller, and she loses it, but the Lady Hornets will keep it. It goes into the backcourt, but apparently off of South Lafourche. And it's Robinson to bring it up near side to Miller. Oh, Lopez, excuse me. And now we've got a double dribble, and that's what I could have called. 14-8 with a minute 38 to go. South Lafourche getting the ball back with a minute 38 to go. And apparently a timeout taken. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. And thank again a few of our sponsors. Again, want to thank Advanced Eye Institute. Make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Shassaw. Also want to thank Lady of the Sea General Hospital, Compassionate Medicine, close to home, and State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on, member FDIC. Out of the timeout, 14-8 with a minute 38 to go in this first half. Leading scorers in the ball game, and we'll try and get you full stats at halftime here. But Kinsley Terrebonne, 10 points, leading all scorers. Franklin, 4-point night for Carmen Lopez, their leading scorer of the ball game. Laya Savoy, also a 4-point night for the Tarpons. And we're just about ready to come out of the timeout here. South Lafourche. Emil brings it into Rogers, who gets it right back. Now back to Rogers, into the corner. Savoy for three, overshoots, and the Hornets had the rebound, but a quick travel with the rebound, and South Lafourche should be getting the ball back with a minute 26 to go. They'll bring it in under their own basket. To the right as we see it. Emil looking for a cutter. Finally gets it into Lyons right underneath. She goes up, gets the bucket, and draws the foul. She'll try and make the three-point play. Lyons, her first bucket of the ball game, had been 0 of 2 at the free throw line. Let's see if she can convert here on the three-point play. Now we've got Franklin player checking in. Boatman, we saw her quite a bit in the JV game. Taking a break is Miller. And Lyons for three is up and good. So she converts on the three-point play, and those are her 3 points in the ball game. With a minute 20 to go, 17-8. Tarpons on top and almost a steal. Rogers does steal it in the backcourt, her front court. She goes up, but she walked. So they will give it back to Franklin. Heck of an effort by Rogers, though, in taking that ball away. 1:13 left to go in the first half. Again, 17-8 the score. South Lafourche looking to improve to 6-0. Franklin looking to draw their record to even at 2-2, but right now it's all South Lafourche. And a steal again, Lady Tarpons. Rogers brings it across. Savoy to the left, and she tried to get it to Lyons, but got a whistle, or it just went out of bounds. I think it just went out of bounds. And the Lady Tarpons will keep it. 49 seconds left. Emil brings it in to Duet. Duet skips it across near side to Savoy on the wing. She brings it back on top between the circles now. Goes right side to Rogers. Rogers underneath, or not a pass by Rogers underneath, but Riley Guidry into the ball game. Tried to get a pass inside, but unfortunately goes out of bounds, and Franklin will keep the basketball, or get the basketball. Trailing 17-8, 27 seconds left. And now we've got a whistle, maybe away from the ball. I don't think this was away from the ball, or was at the ball. And it is Williams in the ball game. I either saw 5 or 0 called. It is 0 Williams. Excuse me, Cassie Williams the foul. 4th team foul. South Lafourche brings it in with 22 seconds left. Terrebonne back into the ball game. Running the point for the Lady Tarpons. Gives it off to Rogers. 12 seconds left. Right side, Savoie into Lyons. Lyons goes up underneath, no good on the right side. And a whistle. Lady Tarps will control. Savoie to bring it in. 6 seconds to go underneath her own basket. Into Lyons. Lyons goes up, fouled. Did not convert, but will go to the line to shoot 2. Hold. And again, Lyons to shoot 2 with 4.7 seconds to go. 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Misses the front end of those 2. And Email, I'm not sure if she was out of the game, but she emerged from the sideline. Nobody at the blocks for South Lafourche on the rebound here. Rattles no good. 3 seconds to go. And a three-pointer up near half court is no good at the buzzer by Robinson. And that'll end the half 17-8, our score. 17-8, we'll tell you a little bit about this one after a 2-minute timeout. But again, South Lafourche up 17-8. We'll be back after a 2-minute timeout on the Tarpon Radio Sports Network. Back here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network, along with Coastal Broadcasting Network on YouTube. Happy to have you with us. And at the half, happy total right now, 17-8 at the halftime in this varsity game. Earlier, if you missed it, South Lafourche's JV squad dominated the Lady Hornets of Franklin 33-12 in that JV game. Taking a look at some of these first half numbers. First for the visiting Lady Tarpons. Kinsley Terrebonne leading all scores with 10 points. She was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, but 3 3-point buckets in that first period really set the tempo for the Lady Tarpons. 4-point night for Alea Savoie. Sophomore 1 of 2 from the free throw line as well. So a 3-point bucket for her as well in that first period. And also in the scorebook, Nyla Lyons, the 5'10 junior, with 3 points, 1 of 5 from the free throw line. And if we found any fault between both of these games in the Lady Tarpons, the free throw shooting has not been real sharp. 3 of 9 as a team in the first half here, and similar numbers in the JV game. For the Lady Hornets of Franklin, Carmen Lopez, their leading scorer, 2 buckets, 4 points. Kenyon Robinson, 3 points, a 3-point bucket in the first period, but 0 of 2 from the free throw line. And Tyela Brown, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, her only point in this first half. As a team, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. So once again, at the half, our score 17-8. Want to thank a couple of other sponsors tonight, and once again on YouTube, want to thank State Bank and Trust Company, Barry and Jessica Ogeron, Rev being the official provider for KLEB streaming, as well as, I would imagine, the Coastal Broadcasting Network. Also want to thank Ashley Barrios State Farm, South Lafourche Bank, Thibodaux Regional Health System, Lafourche Parish Fire District Number 3, Terrio Dewey and Terrio Insurance, Performance Automotive, Joe Septic, Advanced Eye Institute, Rebstock Marine Chemists, Mrs. Brandy's Doggy Daycare and Boarding, as well as Lady of the Sea General Hospital. Do want to thank Rebstock Marine Chemists and again Mrs. Brandy's Doggy Daycare and Boarding. They sponsor the weekly SL Tarpon Basketball Report. Appreciate their effort. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Back with a preview of the second half coming up after these on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Back here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network as well as on YouTube, Coastal Broadcasting Network. Appreciate your joining us this evening. 17-8 South Lafourche, Lady Tarpons on top here in this varsity matchup as we get ready for the second half. Also want to remind you the JV game, 33-12, the Lady Tarpons dominated that game as well. But again, we look forward to you staying with us throughout this basketball season on both YouTube as well as the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. I won't be here for too many of those games, but happy to be able to fill in tonight here in Franklin. Spent many good years on Bayou Lafourche with both the Ragin' Cajun, KLEB, a few other names we had for that station back in the 90s, but happy to be out here having spent the last couple of decades in New Iberia, not too far from Franklin here, so happy to come down Bayou Teche and do tonight's game for the folks back in South Lafourche, or of course anywhere in the world on YouTube or the internet. But again, happy to be with you. Do want to thank again Luke Plaisance, our studio engineer. Appreciate his efforts tonight. And again, look forward to this second half. Once again, at the half, 17-8. We'll take a 60-second timeout, and we should be just about ready for the second half after these on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. And we appreciate their support of our broadcast as well as what they do in the community. We are just underway, second half. South Lafourche with the basketball to begin this third period, 17-8 the score. South Lafourche looks like most of their starters back into the ball game to start this third period. Savoie underneath the Lions. Lions tried to dish it. They do finally control it. Now a three-pointer up by Terrebonne, a little bit short. Boy, she was hot early from beyond the arc, but has cooled off a little bit on those shots. 17-8 again as we begin this third period. Lopez, and now I think she went back and forth. I've noticed she has pulled the locks out from underneath her jersey. I was able to read that number in the back before, but fairly recognizable, though. So here we go, Savoie. For South Lafourche, dishes it to Terrebonne. Along the baseline, she steps up back now toward the far corner as we see it. Now she takes it into the paint, trying to pass it off, tipped and stolen, but now they're going to get back and forth on South Lafourche. I didn't think she had full control of it in the court, that I thought she could have made it into the backcourt without being penalized, but apparently not the case. So it'll be Franklin basketball with just about a minute gone in this third period. Score still 17-8. Scoreless third period so far. And now got a foul against Franklin. Jayla Howard picks up her first, or what I believe is her first. And not to make excuses, but I guess I am, with us being opposite of the scorer's table, don't always get a good look at the numbers that they call out for these penalties. In the meantime, South Lafourche with the basketball. Savoie gives it back to Terrebonne to reset the offense. Kicks it near side. That was Pete who had it. Gave it back, and now Savoie far corner with the ball back to Terrebonne. Terrebonne looked like she wanted to penetrate, but instead dumps it off to Pete to the left into the corner. Now back to Terrebonne on the near wing. Goes back to Pete, bounces it along the baseline, and maybe a foul against Franklin. If it was probably against number 13, Washington. And South Lafourche has it, bringing it in under their basket. Into Pete, now back to Savoie. Savoie finds Lyons. Lyons underneath. Nice dish, and converting is Riley Guidry. Her first bucket of the ball game right underneath. But it was a big pass from Lyons, getting it to Riley. 19-8 after our first bucket in this second half. Shot up, no good, and now out of bounds. Waiting to see the Hornets going to keep the basketball. I'm not sure what they're suggesting, but perhaps Guidry for South Lafourche had tipped it out of bounds. In the meantime, Lopez brings it in. And a shot up, no good. But did Washington draw a foul? Looks like it. That 2 may have been on Guidry. I saw a 2 go up, but I'm not sure if that was for the shots, as the first of 2 is up. And no good by Washington. And nobody's been shooting real well from the charity stripe tonight. Second shot is up, and that's off the glass and good. Couple minutes gone, 19-9. South Lafourche on top here in the third period. Lady Tarpons on the far wing. Savoie gives it off to Terrebonne toward Pete on the wing. Near side, Lyons underneath, dishes it back outside. A three-point attempt is up and good. No good by Pete. Rebound, though, by South Lafourche. The putback, no good, and now a jump ball. Possession error is going to give it back to Franklin. 5:36 to go here in the third. In 19-9, our score as Franklin pushes it left to right. Again, as we see it. In this second half, teams shooting in front of their own benches. And a steal, another steal by Savoie. Somewhat of an unforced error. Savoie takes it all the way, and she cannot convert, but she was fouled. I believe it was Robinson picking up the foul. Third in this period. And it'll be Savoie to the line to shoot 2. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. 4-point night, also a 3-point bucket. Her first of 2 is up and good. Pete checking out and back into the ball game. I believe that's Rogers, it is. Second shot from Savoie, up and off the back iron, no good. Lions almost had a shot at the rebound. Eventually, not Rogers, but that was Guidry who had initially came away with it. Tried to get it to Lions, but they're calling. Can't believe jump ball there. Technical called on Franklin. Coach Luke trying to get an explanation here. But it will be a couple of technical foul shots. Terrebonne to offer them up. And they'll get the ball back as well. 20-9. Terrebonne's first is up. No good, a little bit short. Impressive play by this freshman, though, tonight. And they're going to go ahead and let Savoie shoot the second one. And it is up, and that's good. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that. Obviously, it's kosher, but I don't think I've ever seen 2 different players shoot technical fouls on the same technical. 21-9, though, as we have a break in the action, a full timeout. We will take a 30-second timeout. 21-9 our score, 5:18 to go here in this third period. Stay with us on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Plays on our studio engineer. Truck Gisclair, our videographer. Appreciate the team here. Appreciate the assistance by Franklin High School as well, allowing us to broadcast this evening. South Lafourche's Lady Tarpons up 21-9 in this varsity matchup. 5:18 to go here in this third period. And out of the timeout, South Lafourche will have it. Savoie will bring it in for the Lady Tarpons to Terrebonne. She brings it across and gives it to Savoie, left side. Takes it on top, right side. Now into the corner, shot up. No good on that one by Rogers. Back the other way for Franklin. 5 minutes to go. Lopez brings it back to the center circle. And boy, I tell you, I had a pretty good view on that. And I don't think Lopez went back into the backcourt. I would love to see that on replay, and of course you will be able to on YouTube. But South Lafourche with the basketball. Bouncing it over to Savoie, right wing, and now nice effort by Lopez, tipping it away, but a whistle is going to stop the play, and they're going to call Terrebonne for a push. Got that as her second foul. It'll be Lopez bringing it in next to the Hornets bench. 4:45 and ticking here in the third. 21-9. Lady Tarpons on top. Again, we've got a hold called against Savoie, I believe. Her second, I believe. Third of the period for the Tarpons. And the Hornets bring it in again from that same spot. This time Robinson goes right side on the edge of the key in the blocks, but no good on the shot. Back the other way. Savoie gets a pass and leaves it. Oh, and it is taken out of the hands of Guidry. Hornets back the other way. 15-footer from the left side, no good. And the South Lafourche Lady Tarpons bring it back. Near wing Savoie. Savoie steps up. About a 17-footer, good. Savoie now with 4 points in the period, 8 points in the ball game. 23-9, Lady Tarps on top. 4 minutes to go here in the third. Robinson for Franklin. Resets the offense. Goes left side. Trying to see that player's numeral. Miller, Haley Miller. Tries to go opposite side of the court. Near the low post, and a foul coming up. Not a shooting foul, apparently. No, not a shooting foul. Lopez to bring it in for the Franklin Lady Hornets. Lopez looking for an open man, and she finds one, and that would be Howard. Howard near corner, brings it back outside on top. Robinson brings it back to the center circle. And off to the left side they go again. This time Miller looking for a little help underneath. It is stolen by Lyons. Lady Tarpons back the other way. Lyons looking for a little help. Finds, I believe that was Guidry there. So now Rogers between the circles toward the far side. Savoie opposite. And Lyons looking underneath. Finds Terrebonne, but Terrebonne didn't see a shot she liked, so she brings it outside. Attempts a three. Good. 13-point night for Kinsley Terrebonne. 23-12 with 2:48 to go in the third. Again, almost a stolen pass, forcing, though, the jump ball. Rogers, certainly a defensive move that forced that jump ball. And the Tarpons will get the ball back. Savoie to bring it in. Checking back into the ball game is Dewitt. Guidry taking a break. Terrebonne walks it across. Now Lyons gives it back to Terrebonne. She goes to the right. Rogers there. Rogers back to Terrebonne between the circles. 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Dewitt back to Terrebonne on top to Rogers between the circles toward the far side. Savoie between the circles now gives it back to Terrebonne. Lady Tarps in no hurry here. Up 26-9. Just about 2 minutes remaining in this third period. Underneath the Lions. Lions goes low post, puts it up, and good. 5-point night now for Nyla. Couple of buckets and a free throw. And apparently fouled, and she is going to the line to see if she can convert the three-point play. But a full timeout called by Coach Luke. We will take a 60-second timeout. Back with a free throw with 1:58 to go. 28-9, South Lafourche up. Back after the 60-second break on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. And we welcome you back here at Franklin High School, 28-9. The score with 1:58 to go. Free throw up by Lyons is good. And she converts on the three-point play. 29-9 the score with 1:56 to go in this third period. Lady Tarpons in control. Lopez has a pass tipped by Rogers out of bounds. They'll control. But again, nice defensive effort by Rogers. Lopez will bring it in, opposite of their bench. And the inbound pass tipped, but controlled by the Lady Hornets. Robinson, guarded tightly by Savoie, gets it to Lopez. Rogers on her. Right side to Robinson near the wing. And now on top, Robinson gets it off, but having trouble controlling it as Howard, and South Lafourche comes away with it. Ahead to Lyons. Lyons lays it up off the glass and good. 8-point night now for Nyla. 1:19 to go in this third period. 31-9 with 1:15 to go. Pass tipped but controlled by the Lady Hornets. Robinson tries to go up and they blow the whistle. Let's see what that was all about. Blocking foul. And it'll be Franklin inbounding the ball right of their net as we see it. Official now calling a technical on South Lafourche. Rogers had a question, or what appeared to be a question. So it's going to be some technical free throws when it was just going to be inbounded. Now Coach Luke trying to get an explanation here. But Robinson's first is no good, a little bit short. Robinson now 0 of 3 from the free throw line. 3-point night. Second is good though. Now 1 of 4 from the line. Now, I didn't think originally it was going to be a shooting foul. Now it looks like South Lafourche. Double technical is what we have got here. And it'll be Savoie to attempt the 2 free throws. She's had a pretty good night. 8 points. 3 of 5 from the free throw line. First is up, and it is no good. Laya, sophomore. second shot is up and good. Caught the back iron, popped up, fell straight down. So with 1:09 to go, let's see who gets the ball first here out of the double technical. Looks like South Lafourche's Rogers will bring it in, likely to Miss Terrebonne. 32-10 with 1:06 to go. Terrebonne gets it back after offering it to Savoie. Again, not in a hurry. 56 seconds left. They'd be happy to play for the final shot of this period. And as long as nobody approaches her, now someone has. And they pass it off to Emil, and has a pass almost stolen. Now they're going to suggest another backcourt violation when it seemed Franklin could have tipped that to the other side. Franklin will get the ball back with 42 seconds left at half court. Near side as we see it, opposite the scorer's table. And dropping it in is Howard. Howard to Lopez. Lopez bounces to Robinson. Goes along the baseline, but foul is called. A blocking foul on Howard, I believe. There's second. 32-10 the score. 36 seconds left. South Lafourche the distance, right to left, as we see it. Bounce pass on the near side, back toward Duet. Duet back to Terrebonne. She brings it back to the center circle. Resets the offense. Brings it a little bit toward the near side. Now a blocking foul, I believe, on Lopez, for the Lady Hornets. That is their fifth. That's going to send her to the line. I believe a 1-and-1 coming for Terrebonne. Nope, 2. Terrebonne's first is up, no good off the back iron. Again, it's been a bit of a problem for both teams tonight, free throw shooting. Second shot is up and good. Just the motivation she needed. 16 seconds left. Hornets with the basketball, 33-10. And a steal. Rogers steals it and takes it to the hoop. Off the glass, no good. Putback is up and good, though. I believe the putback was by Duet, and that'll end the period. But Courtney, with her first bucket of the ball game, makes it a 35-10 game after 3 periods. We will take a 60-second timeout. Back after these with the 4th period on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. And we welcome you back as we begin the 4th period, 35-10. My apologies to Courtney Duet, not Duet. We've got some duets in St. Martinville. Been a while since I've been on the Bayou, but again, 35-10 as we begin this 4th period. South Lafourche Lady Tarpons dominating, as did the JV squad earlier this evening. So Franklin will get the ball to start this 3rd period based on the possession arrow. And it'll bring Howard trying to bring it in. Good coverage, though, and Rogers taps the inbound pass back out of bounds. Just enough to take 2 seconds off the clock, though. Official had some words for Savoie. Not sure she fully appreciated it. In the meantime, inbound to Robinson for the Hornets. Just underway here in this fourth and final period. Miller with the ball, looking for help, goes back outside to Lopez. Lopez near the center circle. Rogers on top of her. She does get it off to Robinson. Pass underneath, no good. Well, I should say Rogers steals the pass, but loses it. Lopez quickly back the other way for the Hornets, but stolen by Lions. So it'll be Lady Tarpon basketball. See if they don't slow it down and get their bearings back here. Terrebonne at the center circle, bounces it to Douay. Douay at the center circle, looking for a little help. Lofts it off to Lions, far side between the circles. Give it to Rogers between the circles. Bounces far side to Savoie. Now again, they continue just to work it outside. Again, whether this is a strategy to kill the clock or just look for a good opportunity. Rogers between the circle now, near side back to Savoie. Still between the circles and back to Terrebonne. 6:45 to go. Douay gets it to Lions. Lions looking for a cutter, finds Savoie along the baseline, and she converts. 11-point night now for Miss Savoie. Franklin back the other way, 6:20 to go. Pass to Howard, converted, and the shot no good. As Jayla is a little bit short, goes out of bounds. South Lafourche, I believe, will be getting the basketball. I believe, but no. It'll be Lopez bringing it in for the Hornets. 6:14 left to go. Again, 37-10. Like for the 5 games South Lafourche has played, they have been in control most of this ball game. Whatever happened, it is going to be South Lafourche basketball. 6:08 to go. Rogers and Terrebonne. Terrebonne to walk it across. Gets it to Savoie, but she'll get it back. Terrebonne between the circles, near side to Douay. Douay has it tipped out of her hands. Lopez, nice effort, but she can't keep it in bounds to her team. Back to South Lafourche. Savoie comes away with that. It's a nice effort by Lopez, trying to keep it in bounds. Now a three-pointer up by Rogers. Rattles no good. And it's Lions with the rebound, but we've got foul on Lions apparently. Push underneath, and it'll be Hornets basketball. First foul of this fourth period by either team. Bringing it across. Lopez to Robinson. Robinson on the near wing. And now a travel called. With 5:23 to go. Now we've got a timeout taken. I'm not sure if it's a full or a 30. If it's a full, we'll take the break. It is. We'll take a 30-second timeout during this full timeout. 37-10 with 5:23 to go in this fourth period. South Lafourche on top. Back in 30 seconds on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Indeed, we welcome you back here at Franklin High School. 37-10. South Lafourche, Lady Tarpons on top. 5:23 to go in this fourth period. Once again, want to thank a few of our sponsors, including Thibodaux Regional Medical Center, State Bank and Trust Company, Rev, the official internet provider for KLEB streaming, Ontario Douay and Ontario Insurance, and our friends at Joe's Septic Contractors. Just about getting to be their time of year. If you're in need of Mardi Gras facilities, Joe Septic Contractors can help you out there. 5:20 to go as we begin play here. South Lafourche with the basketball out of the timeout. Terrebonne with it between the circles. Passes it to Dewey far side. Dewey underneath the Lions. Lions low post tried to go up, but called for a foul as the Hornets. That's Brown with at least her second. Not going to be a shooting foul, even though Lyons was in a position to shoot. Low post right of the net. Inbound pass to her. She gives it right back to Dewey. Dewey loses it. Somewhat of an unforced error. I think she was hoping Rogers was in the corner, but as it turned out, not quite there. And Dewey checking out of the ball game. Back in is Riley Guidry, I believe, is the one who just checked in. Hornets with the basketball, 4:50 left. Pass to Lopez. She has to take it outside, but a bit of a push against the South Lafourche Tarpons. Maybe a blocking call. And it'll be Lopez to inbound it right of the net. Again with 4:48 to go. Pass is stolen. Terrebonne, the inbound pass stolen. She brings it ahead. Got a pass off to Rogers, gets it back. Now Guidry on the far side. The pass tipped and out of bounds. South Lafourche will retain with 4:35 to go. 37-10. Inbound pass goes to the back court to Terrebonne. She brings it across. Passes it, really drops it off to Rogers, gets it back. She'll bring it back toward mid between the center circle. And then South Lafourche past the Lions. Missed opportunity there. Hornets come away with it. But now South Lafourche comes away with it underneath the Hornet basketball. Back the other way, Guidry finds Rogers in the paint. The Lions up off the glass and good. 10-point night for Lions. And it is 39-10, halfway through this fourth and final period. I think it's safe to say that. I don't think we're going to see overtime today. Robinson on top for the Lady Hornets. Puts up a three, rattles no good. Rebound South Lafourche. That was Guidry on the rebound. Gave it to Rogers, who gets it right to Terrebonne. Terrebonne now setting up the offense. 3.5 minutes to go. Rogers near the far corner, gives it back to Terrebonne again. Lady Tarps not in a hurry. Savoie now over to Lyons. Lyons back outside to Rogers. Rogers bounces it back into Lyons. Lyons turns around, puts it up, spins no good. Didn't have quite the spin on it she wanted. It spun away instead of spinning forward. Now a double dribble. Lopez called, and the Tarpons will get the basketball back with 3:10 to go. 39-10. Another technical timeout, Timeout called, and it is a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. 3:10 to go. 39-10. South Lafourche on top. And once again, I want to thank a few of our sponsors, including Lady of the Sea General Hospital, Compassionate Medicine close to home, the Advanced Eye Institute. Make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chassaw. And we also want to thank State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on, member FDIC. Email back in the ball game. Caroline will bring it in for the Lady Tarpons. Again, just 3:10 left in the ball game. Terrebonne sets the offense to Savoie. Email to the far side near the corner. Off the wing, and now back to Terrebonne. Back to Email in the corner. Bounces it to Lyons. Lyons puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound back the other way. The Hornets. Robinson takes it toward the baseline. Tapped out of her hands and out of bounds with 2:47 to go. Lopez to bring it in for Franklin. To the free throw line. Robinson puts it up. No good from that charity stripe. And the South Lafourche Lady Tarpons come away with it. I believe that was Rogers. She gets it back from Terrebonne near corner. Savoie. Savoie back to Terrebonne near the center circle. 2:30 to go. Near wing, Savoie. Savoie working it around the perimeter. Email back to Terrebonne between the circles. Near side to Savoie on the wing. Back to Terrebonne. And again, no hurry here for South Lafourche. But they do find email underneath. The Savoie. Savoie about an 18-footer. No good. Just inside the arc. But South Lafourche controls. Rogers puts it up. No good. Lyons comes away with the rebound. No good on that shot, but fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 2:02 to go. Not sure if that's the second or if they haven't put the third foul back on the scoreboard. The Lions to shoot 2. 10-point night so far. Shot is up and good. (40-10). Lady Tarpons on top now. 2:02 to go. Again, the second shot up and a little bit short. We'll stick at 40-10. Now under 2 minutes. Lady Hornets. Right now, I would imagine South Lafourche just wants to put themselves in a position. No fouls, no reason to stop the clock unnecessarily. If they shoot, they score. Have at it. Play solid defense, but not too rugged. They end up getting the ball back after a missed shot. And the Lady Tarpons now, maybe a blocking foul coming up against Robinson. Not a shooting foul. And it'll be South Lafourche's Savoie bringing it in. And again, a very comfortable 30-point lead, 40-10, Lady Tarps. They've only had 2 points in the second half, none in the fourth period for Franklin. And both of those points were from the free throw line in the third for Franklin. Lyons underneath along the baseline, goes up once again, draws a foul with 1:15 to go. Nyla with 11 points, looking for numbers 12 and 13. Shot is up, first is good. Nothing but net there. If it caught the back iron, just barely, if at all. Second shot coming. It is up a little bit short this time. So our score remains 41-10, 1:10 to go. Fourth period action here in Franklin. 1:03 to go. Robinson between the circles, goes left side to Brown. Brown between the circles, right side to Robinson. Robinson puts it up near side, no good from about 15 feet. Back the other way, South Lafourche on the rebound. Terrebonne brings it up, far side to Emel. Emel to the center circle, Savoie, 35 seconds left. Near side, I see Maddie Vega's entered the varsity game, starring in the JV game. Emel, and again, South Lafourche not looking to run up the score any further than what it is. Terrebonne takes it toward the baseline, brings it back outside. Again, just killing time here. 10 seconds left. 8 seconds. I think Savoie, who has the ball now at center circle, does give it up to Terrebonne, but that's going to be the ball game. Nobody is going to make a move after that. 41-10, our final score. Once again, 41-10, our final. A 2-minute timeout will put a wrap on tonight's coverage of South Lafourche Lady Tarpon basketball after this 2-minute break on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.